on the creative world where I'm trying to find a defensive system to put around villages to basically save the villagers from raids. Like the objective I'm trying to complete is to some defenses around literally this. Like they just walk over here, they fall down in there, they get stuck on the bushes and they die. The loot drops and you can go pick up the loot because they drop enchanted books, stuff on it. I don't know where that book went. They're kind of noisy, but they drop enchanted books and that type of thing, and and emeralds and armor and saddles and whatever. They drop lots of stuff that obviously we want to pick up if this is a survival world. So, the question is, how do I proof the village from, how do I make it so that, the pillagers die, which we figured out if we use this method with the berry bushes. This works really, really well, but what works better is something we haven't figured out. Like, that works well against the foot people, like the witches if they get stuck in it, the pillagers and the big guys, not the big guys, the vindicators, the guys with the axes. But the what is he called? The evoker is going to stand back. He's not going to be close to the action, or whatever. And you see these dudes right here. These guys are a problem. Big things. Guys are a problem because hold on. Did you go away? I really don't like that those guys can fly through things. It's really quite annoying. I'll fix that in a second. We're just kind of destroying our village, but that's okay. The berry bush defenses works, but it can be so much better. If we break that, does this not become a village anymore? Or just a bunch of villagers? Whatever. We need... That's not a village anymore, dudes. This thing has so much health. Somehow all of the villagers are not dead yet. Yo, where's this last dude at? Whatever, doesn't matter. So we need to find something that we can do to prevent, the big things, the Ravagers. We need to prevent the Ravagers from trampling, prevent them from trampling the berries, or we need to make it so that they get hurt by something else. And I had an idea of using cactus. Now, it kind of stinks, it kind of sucks to use something like that because that destroys items whenever it touches them. So, you would lose your item, right? But, we'll see. So what we're going to try to do, go over here and get some sand, get some cactus. I want to see if they can trample this stuff too. Make it 2 blocks tall so they can't jump over it. And then I guess we can just do this. We can kind of make a fence out of it, if you will, you know. I think that doing it this way, putting a cactus fence around your base, would be easy to do. But I don't know if the mobs will touch this. Like, the reason that oh, my headphones are saying they need to be recharged. But the reason that the berry bush trick works so well is because the mobs are pushed into it by each other. So let's get a Ravager egg. Should be right over here. Yeah, Ravager. I already have one of those? No. So put one of these guys down in the middle. And he goes and touches the cactus. Does he break it? He doesn't seem to be getting hurt by it at all. Now he is. He's not getting... okay. Let me do this. See, he's not gonna hurt me. He's not gonna try and get to me because he's behind the that stuff. So that won't work to kill him. See, I'm trying to make it to where anytime you get raided, everyone's automatically taken out. So cactus doesn't really work. It does not work. That stinks. It's really not fun. Because they're not gonna, like, rush you into the cactus. They're not gonna come at you if there's cactus there, because they recognize that it's gonna hurt them. That's why, with the berries over here, the way that we had it set up, they're not gonna rush you whenever there's berries here. If they, like, if this was just a hole, they wouldn't come near it, because they know that they can get hurt. But they'll jump down on here, because they know that they can stand here without getting hurt, but then they get pushed into it by other mobs, and you don't have to kill as many yourself.
What's up?
My goal...
What's up?
What's up, man? My goal is to make it to where anytime you get raided, like, all the pillagers and villagers are all the pillagers and vindicators and the ravagers are killed for you. And you really just don't have to do anything. So the best defense is a good offense, right? And so what I'm thinking is you set up your village like this. I'm gonna make another little mini... oh my gosh, I just picked up all of that stuff that I just threw out a minute ago. Are you kidding me? Hold on a second. Let me clean my inventory again. But as I was saying, the best defense is a really strong offense because you never need to use your defense if your offense is super good. But my idea for having a good offense is a couple of things. I was thinking about having a wolf pack. Um, and that would not be too difficult, I don't think. So we're just going to set up a little small spot right here. I don't know if we're in a slime chunk or not. I don't want slime spawning in this thing. Be gone, thought. Gonna set up a wall. Okay. So, what we've got, the Ravagers, I don't think, can destroy the cactus. So, we can try this plan right here. Take you out. We can try this plan. It's very, very similar to the other one. It's just slightly different. This one actually should be possibly a little more effective at killing the mobs. But, like I said, you'll probably lose most of the items. And if they drop an enchanted book, which sometimes can be really good stuff, you know, you're probably not going to get it with this method. And the other method that I want to try is setting them on fire and having them burn. But the thing about that is the witches will come to their assistance, I think. And I don't know. Can I plant a cactus right here? I can't even plant a cactus right there. If I break that, can I? I sure can. So, well, that's, but I can't have them side by side. Can I have a berry bush in the middle, though? Yes. Okay, so that's an idea. See, because I want to have something that will hurt the Ravagers. And as of right now, I'm pretty sure the Ravagers are going to be the biggest issue. Can this get taller? It can't grow taller than that, though, because of where the fence is. Well, then, what if, instead of doing it that close, what if you did it a little bit farther, farther back? So what if we made the trench deeper and did it like this? So did it 3 blocks deep. Just to move it away from the village, the fence around the village. I would suggest putting a fence around the village to keep the villagers in, and also just to keep, like, the invaders out, just in case they figure out that they can get inside. I don't think they'd be able to, but I mean, it's possible, so every other block, we need to put down a piece of sand. And somehow I managed to dig this hole, I think, symmetrically, to where this literally works perfect. I did not plan that. I guess I have about a 50-50 chance with however I do it. I mean, look, it's literally perfect. Hot dog. Okay, whatever. Now if I could just place the sand good. See, this is where I'm kind of skeptical about this. You can make the cactuses however tall you want. But here's where I think, well, alright, you need to plant the bushes all along in here, I think. But see, the Ravager is going to break the bushes if he can step on them, and I don't think he should be able to step on these bushes in between the cactus, because I think the cactus will keep him, like, back far enough or whatever. And I don't think the Ravager can bust down cactuses. It makes sense that he can trample the berries, but I don't think that he can bust the cactuses. Hopefully he can't. Because we're looking for some kind of thing that occurs in nature that's very easy to set up. I mean, you can get cactus right off the bat. You can get berry bushes right off the bat. You can set up a perimeter defense like this. Hopefully, this will work. So now I need my trapdoors. So I'll set up my trapdoors. Oh no. Oh, that's bad. Can I plant? Can I not put a cactus there? Oh, okay. So cactus won't work because of that. There's another thing that I want to try. Instead of the trapdoor. See, the trapdoor... Oh, that's such a good plan, man. The cactus won't work against, no, the mobs. Look at this idiot. That stinks. The cactus can't grow next to a block. So, alright, so what am I thinking? Let's see. They get trampled in the berry bushes. Let's see if we can find some simple, like extremely simple, redstone mechanics. So, let's put up some of this stuff. Don't need that, don't need that. Keep that for now. So, very simple redstone. So we're gonna get some pressure plates. Doesn't really matter. And then I think if I get a dispenser and put a pressure plate. Okay. Now what can I do in a dispenser? So if I give it a flint and steel. Whoops. Okay. What about a dropper? What does a dropper do if you put flint and steel? It's just gonna spit it back out at you, isn't it? Yeah. Cause see, I want to set them on fire. I want. Cause see, this right here, a dispenser with flint and steel, puts fire down. But I have to have the fire go in front, but I can't because that's where the pressure plate is. What if I put a lava bucket in that? Would it just spew lava everywhere? It would, wouldn't it? Oh, it picks it back up. Okay. What if it's in front? Then it... Oh, that's still a dispenser. That's not a dropper. Now it literally just gives me the item. Just the same way that this does. Okay. See, I don't want to set, like lava out. I don't want to have lava just chilling. What if I put a fire charge in it? And also, can I make that light? Like, I need to make this stinking block here. I don't want it to be complicated. Okay. So now, if I have a flint and steel. Now, will that set that on fire? So if I spawn homeboy. Why are you not on fire? Why doesn't that set him on fire? I don't get it. Because it can't set fire to nothing, I guess? How do you make a fire charge? Where's those at? It's in weapons, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see real quick. Okay, so you need, basically you need charcoal, blaze powder, coal, blaze powder, and gunpowder, and you get 3. So, it's kind of an expensive thing. But let's see, if I do that. Let's see how much damage that does with no armor. I hope it doesn't kill me. Oh dang, that's cool. So it makes it, you jump too. And if they keep coming back to the pressure plate, they're gonna keep getting wasted. And if an object lands on that... Okay. What if I did weighted pressure plates? Because I think the weighted pressure plates, don't respond to, that might work. They don't respond to being stepped on by an item? Uh-huh. But if I step on it... What? Hold on. How come? Why don't you activate that? I don't get it. So, what's wrong? Oh, the signal's extremely weak. I see. What if... Oh, maybe it's the amount of items? I think it is. See, I could add a repeater to make that signal stronger. I could put a repeater right here, right? But if I put an item on it, it still launches. So that's not the solution to my issue. Also, I'm going for simplicity. I like how small this design is. It's very good. Let's see. Let's try the gold pressure plate instead of the iron one. It does not go off. It has a slightly stronger signal. What if I don't get it. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Redstone charge. Charge will be stronger if more items are on the plate. Requires more weight than the light plate. Okay, well then never mind. It doesn't matter then. Almost any amount of pressure. A pressure sensitive pad that will activate when heavy mobs or players. Oh, hold on. The stone pressure plate. The stone pressure plate might be the answer. It said heavy mobs or players. And that'd be easy to make, really. So I get the stone one. Items. Do not set it off, hot dog. But it launches. Alright, so now I think we have a defense mechanism. And you know, we could even do arrows, probably, in that. And that is much more simple than the other idea that I had. Much, much smaller. So what we'll do is, we're gonna make another one of those. We're not gonna, yeah. So we'll make our little village walls here. So, just big enough for a village. And I've got ideas for, like this is to defend against, all of the ground force mobs, except for the evokers and the witches. The witches actually might get killed by this, but the evokers, those guys won't. And I'm either thinking we're gonna have to set up snipers to get those dudes, or I want to see, and I'll do some testing, if I get a bunch of wolves and they're outside of the fortress thing, I want to see what happens if I shoot the evoker with one arrow from kind of far away, if the dogs will rush him and take him out. Because if that works, then you could theoretically just, you know, sit up on a tower on top of a roof or a sniper tower you set up or whatever, and have a bunch of dogs outside of the village and shoot the evokers, you know, with a bow. And you wouldn't have to wait to get a power 5 bow, because the evokers are the worst guys, especially in hardcore, because they kill you so easy. So, what we gotta set up, I need that. So we gotta do, let's see, where's my, yeah, that. I don't need that. So my design, I gotta look back at it. Pressure plate, block, dropper thing, and then the redstone to go to it. So we're gonna have, and we're gonna set this up one block outside of the thing, because we're gonna need a block behind it. That's not what I meant to do. Whatever. So we will have a block right there with the dispenser, and then we will have a block right there with the pressure plate. Why did I put that up there? And we will have redstone under here. I could make this even more compact. If I put that there, can I put redstone on that? No, I can't. But can I make that more compact, I wonder? I mean, the way that I had it was pretty compact, but it's not as compact as I think it could be. See, because I'm trying to get power up to here. I think I know how I can do it, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. If I put that there, and then I put a redstone there, does that light up? It sure does. So now, we just got to get power to there. But if I put a repeater into that block and put a block there, why do these guys? Why are you so annoying? That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, screw you. Put a block here. So if I light that up and put a one of these dudes on here, that should light up. It lights up. And does that dispenses us, doesn't it? Let's just do a couple stacks of arrows. Now, does that stay down if an arrow lands on it? Nope. And I got it one block. That's epic. The only thing is that I don't know if I can make this a uniform design because freaking piece right there. What if I did this? What if I
very
did
good with redstone.
What if I did that? Does that still work? No, it doesn't. So it has to be. It has to be this. I mean, that lights that up. You know what I could do though? That's even simpler. Let me clean my inventory real quick. That's even simpler. That's so much more simple. And then I'll tell you what we do. Get rid of all this. 'Cause that junk is unnecessary, man. So you'd literally just take your village walls right here. Oh, that's easy, dude. Dispensers all the way around, and dispensers are not hard to craft, I think, right? Or is the dropper? Yeah, I think you need a bow. You need a bow for a dispenser. Okay. So now we gotta fill all of that with arrows. Just gonna do a stack in each. So this method would require a lot of arrows, but you could also use fire charges. Someone is calling me. Alright, so let's test it real quick. That's cool. Alright, so basically, from what I've gathered, that works. Now, let's do this. Let's get Vindicator and a pillager dude or a villager as bait. So villager, Vindicator. Oh right, peaceful mode. A turd. Alright, so what I'm thinking is now we need defenses against that happening. So that's how that can work, and then what I can do, I don't want him getting on top of that. So the easiest thing to do would be this, I'm guessing, is just to take I don't need that. I wanted to see how much damage it did to me, but I also want to know, because see, I want this to be proofed to where they cannot get in like that, because you see, he got hit 3 times, so it seems like what's going to happen is they're going to get hit by the arrow, they're going to back up, and they're going to come back in, they're going to get hit by another arrow, and that's just going to keep happening, and they're going to die eventually. So this method seems to work well. They doesn't rely on them getting stuck, it just relies on the AI of the actual Vindicator wanting to take out the villager. So we'll try that again, now that they can't get in. Can he not see him? No, he can see him. See, there's the problem. Yeah. Look how many arrows were shot, too, and wasted. And have to go pick those up. If I did a bunch of these, see what happens. They're not going to the corners, which is good. But see, they're doing the thing to where they can jump over the arrows, which I don't like that. See, they're just bouncing, and they get in a perfect rhythm where they're literally jumping, they're jump roping with the arrows. And he will sit here and doing this until he gets hurt, and he'll come back, and he'll do it some more until he gets hurt again in a minute. So what can I do? Maybe, because they're trying to jump. Can I make it to where they cannot jump? Or to where they feel like they don't need to jump? I mean, I guess it doesn't need the fences now. But if this is raised in here, like, I want to make it to where they feel like they don't need to jump. Because they're trying to jump. Let's just try something. Let's try making the fence taller. And putting blocks down to elevate the middle. Because what you could do, what I'm basically doing is making it to where you would dig a ditch. You would dig a 2-block wide ditch like this, and you'd take your dispenser and your pressure plate, and you'd put your dispenser right there and your pressure plate right here, and you'd line them up like this. It doesn't have to be. I'd make it like maybe 4 blocks wide. Just cause. And let's see. I'll go ahead and demonstrate what I'm trying to talk about. So you'd have that kind of a situation, and then you
was up G.
What did that say? I don't know what you just said. Whoever commented. So you'd set up this kind of a scenario right here to where they can't get in, and then you'd have your villager in this area. So basically I'm doing the same exact thing right now by just changing. Are you not trying to kill him? Okay, he's trying to jump still, so that won't work. How do I fix that? How do I fix that? How can I make it to where they cannot jump? That sucker's out of arrows. It shot all 32 arrows, and 6 of them hit the guy. It's just that. That was 1.
Raise it up a block.
Well, alright, so I could raise it up a block, and I had a method where I did that. However, if I do that, it'll shoot all of the dispensers at once. In the method that I figured out, because you have to do some funky stuff to get it to raise up. I think. I mean, if I put that there and then that there. See, I can't have a redstone repeater right here going into that block from this, because that does launch it, but I can't do that. What if I had it like this? What if I had a piece of redstone under there? Would that do it? No. So, and see, they have to be side by side, and so this would be interfering with all of the other ones. Because right now they trigger in separately, which is what you want. So, if I raised it up a block, they can't jump. It doesn't matter. But can they not jump if it's on a different type of a block?
Make a roof above them so they can't jump, but they can see the villager by using a slab.
Okay, I can try that. So we'll do, what will it be like? Be like that? Yeah, that'd be like that. That's a good idea. Who said that? They also wouldn't be able to get in at all, so you wouldn't need this. There'd be no way for them to get in then.
Me Speeder.
What's up, Speeder? Hey, Ben, bro. I think you could also remove this interior fence wall. Okay, so you would simply have a roof going over where they'd be standing all the way around. Don't need those. Don't need those. Don't need those. Alright, so now then they won't be able to jump up in here. So if I put down a couple more villagers. Take out this dude so he's not a distraction to us. Oh, they got in. How the heck did... Oh, the corners. They got in the corners, didn't they? Yes, they did. Okay, stupid. Silly me. Let's put the Prismarine walls going like this. Now they can't get in. But they'll come over here and they'll sit here and bounce. So what can I do to keep them out of that corner? If I put down netherrack and fire, they wouldn't want to go right there. That would work. Not another work block, netherrack. Silly game. Where's netherrack? Actually, magma blocks, because I can get those without having to go to the nether. That would hurt them, I'm assuming. And it would keep them from trying to get right there. So they can't get in with this the floating roof thing over the pressure plates and the corners here. This would hurt them. It won't destroy their items whenever they drop. So they won't stand here. That's the main thing. I don't want them standing in the corners. I don't want to kill them with that. I just don't want them standing in the corners. Let's put down some villagers. Attack. It doesn't matter how long it takes, and you know, them going around like that. That's funny that he just ran along there and got deaded. I can't get him. That's genius. This is good. I think this is really good. I need to make it. Alright, let's try the Ravager. What if I spawn in him? What does he do? Now that's an issue. That is an issue. Because I want to make it self-sufficient, but couldn't you sit inside of here and just smack him? I guess you could. Alright, what about the dudes riding, the dudes with bows? What do you do about those guys? They're gonna get shot too. But they can also kill your villagers. What if you took, this would, glass in between it would protect them. Can they jump up on that now? No. See, this is becoming some expensive border defense, but it's a wall around the village that literally will kill everything. But if you have this around the village, you wouldn't be able to smack the big guys. So what I'm thinking is maybe... So, alright, let's spawn in some Vindicators. Oh, I didn't mean to spawn you in. They're gonna kill you. Some Pillagers. Oh, they're not even tracking these guys because they don't see them because of the glass. Yeah, they're not even mad at them. Look. That's dumb. Okay, what if... Instead of glass, what if it's fences? Or iron bars, we'll try that too. See, now they're getting aggro. Alright, so I like this plan. Here's the thing that I was just thinking about just now. This design is not flawed where these crossbow guys can shoot them. Because whenever you're protecting a real village, it's gonna be, you know, this big. Or whatever. It's gonna be massive. And you'll put a fence around it, around like that, and all of the villagers will go into their buildings, and so they'll be safe from the guys with the bows. And the other guys are gonna charge in. They're gonna try and get as close as possible, and they're gonna get killed by these, you know, the arrows and the dispensers, or the droppers, whatever they are. So now we've just got to figure out what to do about the big things. I mean, what if I put... Can you put pressure plates on a magma block? You can. Now, does that hurt me? Sure does. So that actually would do double damage. Okay. Well, let's just test. Let's test, because magma blocks are fairly easy to get a hold of. And I want something that will keep the Ravager moving, because he was standing still. He would stand still. So if I put a Ravager down, you attack those guys. He's gonna walk over here, and he's gonna stay there. Alright, I think I need to do it around the whole thing, because he's not walking over here to where we have our defenses set up. Now what happens if I spawn in these guys? Do they even try to fight them? Because And that's a problem. They're just gonna circle. They're just gonna go around and around. How about if I did this? So did every other block. Because I'm thinking that the big guy's like walking space is 2 by 3. I think it is. I don't know. So maybe he would try and walk in the one block right here. It wouldn't hurt him, but he'd also be standing on the block that does. Because the whole point is to keep him moving. That's the simplest explanation. I could try and make these dispensers shoot rapid fire whenever there's something on the pressure plate. And that would make it to where they don't have to keep moving. But to do that, the redstone gets a lot more complicated and more expensive. And we're trying to keep this as an inexpensive and simple answer to border defense. I'm going to set up a wall that kills the stuff for us, basically. Kills most of it. You still get the items that they drop. You don't get the XP, but they don't really drop that much XP anyway. Now, why are they circling? That's what I don't get, man. You should try and walk. Stop circling. Just go up to one of the ones that won't hurt you. Yeah, see? Alright, what if I do a big guy? I think it works. He's burning. He's burning on the magma block. That's gonna take a while to kill him. Just stay here until he does die, though. This thing has a lot of health. Alright, well that's a strong defense then. But, what about witches? Are witches, do they actively try and kill, I don't think they do. I don't think witches actively try and kill the villagers. They're literally there just for supporting. So if this dude spawns in, he gets hurt. The witch is there to kill you. The witch doesn't care about the villager, does he? No, the witch does not give a crap about that villager. Fire resistance. Okay. I didn't know fire resistance kept you from getting hurt by those. Now let's try putting a house down and getting these guys to go inside. Making this a village, and then we will start a raid. I'm gonna have to get off in just a minute to go do something. I'll be back in a few minutes though. Let me finish building this little hut and then I'll go. Alright, how do you place these? That's not what I wanted to do. Can you not put them on the wall? Whatever, man. We'll put I guess a torch inside of this thing. And we'll put a bed. Need a bell. And let's get light. That kills all the zombies for you too, okay. That's interesting. I want to test something too. I didn't check this. If I put down magma blocks, I drop something on them. Does it go away? I don't think it does. I have 20. Throw 6 of them out. Go pick it back up. 20. Nope, does not destroy items. That's awesome. Okay. Set day. Peaceful. Set day. Weather off. That's how you do that. Okay. Alright, anyway. So I've got a village house here. A couple of villagers. I need to get Bad Omen. I need to start raid. And just see how it goes. Just watch. And, so I don't know where I can go to get Bad Omen. Is it still in peaceful? Yeah. Can I do anything in here to give myself Bad Omen? If I spawn these guys in up here. What if I get this thing? Give it to you. Wear that. They make a very weird noise, don't they? I don't know how to get a bad omen to start a raid right now. It's just not working. What are you doing? Are you how the crap did you get up there? You must have jumped from the lantern. Let's see. Yep. No lanterns. Stupid villagers are all trying to escape. If you just go into the house, dude. Go inside. See, he dies. Alright, so I'm gonna go for just a second. I'll be back in a few minutes. Oh, gosh. So here's the plan. Now, we are going to try, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that. We're gonna try and get, some dogs and set up an offensive thing where we have a bunch of, like a wolf pack. And the wolves will go after the guys that aren't gonna come to the wall. Basically, that is the people that are gonna come to the wall are the pillagers with the crossbows, the vindicators with the axes, and the ravager, which is a big beast. But the witches are not going to come to the wall because they don't aggro on the villagers. They just aggro on the player. And so if you're inside, I guess they would come. Actually, we need to test that. We'll spawn a couple of villagers or witches real quick. And then I'll go inside of here and go to survival. And they'll get mad at me. They're trying to throw their potions on me. Are they gonna walk on that stuff though? Now they're getting shot. And ideally this is gonna be in a much, much bigger area. So you're not gonna have to worry about being stuck by a house like this. Because it's not gonna be a tiny little area. It's gonna be big. So hit me with the slowness. Hit me with the poison. Oh shoot. Okay, so I guess that kind of worked, but whatever. What we need now is wolves. What the heck is a stray? Is this the that's what I thought. Well, we need bones. I don't think so. Yeah, we will actually. Stupid. See what I could see happening. We're gonna get a big wolf pack here. This one's not my dog. You're gonna get a large pack of wolves. And some of them are probably gonna die on the defensive perimeter. Like, they're gonna get killed by the arrows, I think. I don't want them to, obviously. But look how many dogs I've got right now. Alright, so I got a bunch of dogs. Now, if I spawn in a Vindicator and smack them, are they gonna attack him? I mean, not a Vindicator, an Evoker. Are they gonna attack if I smack him? Dang. So that almost killed him. Don't touch that, please. If I go in here and they teleport? If I go over here. What if I just go in here slowly? Do they teleport or they just... Yeah, they do that. They get in, but they're gonna end up killing themselves. Like, alright, so let's try this. So I'm gonna get, go over here. I don't want the bed. I thought I dropped this stuff a minute ago. I guess I just picked it all up. I need to feed them so that they get their health back. Alright. So let's feed all the dogs. I'm not trying to do love mode. I'm just trying to get their health up. Does it look like I'm trying to do love mode on these dogs? Trying to feed these mugs. Alright, they should have full health now. Alright. Now. This is what I want to test. Let me get just a crappy bow. I want to test this. So, if I'm inside of the defenses, I don't want them to teleport. I want to put an evoker over here. Stupid ass dogs. I want to get on top of the roof. I'm going to do this. Wolf discovered floor was lava. Now they're attacking him. They don't get him if you shoot him with an arrow, do they? What if I just smack him? So the wolf thing, attacking them is not gonna work. So, tell you what. That's a sad noise. Sorry I had to hear that a bunch of times. But, I got XP for killing them. That's so messed up. That's so bad. Okay, so, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spawn 2 of these guys. I'm gonna go up here, and we're gonna go to, survival. So, a power 5 bow takes him out. Ouch. What if I have, like, way less armor? What does it do now whenever they hit me? It nearly kills me. What I want to do is is spawn in 3 of these dudes. I want to see if I can actually fight these guys with iron armor. On hard mode, nope. Holy freaking cow. So unenchanted iron armor is very hard to kill. Or very easy to get killed. So let me go back to creative. To be honest, I don't even know where that was. I was out this way. There it is. It's in this area, doing testing. Hero of the village, I guess that raid ended. So basically, it'll work. My idea will work. You literally just have to well, so basically the perimeter defense to set up around your villages to have them automatically kill intruders is you want every other block to be a magma block. You want slabs above so they can't jump. You want your dispensers filled with arrows with stone pressure plates in front so that items don't trigger them, but the enemies do. And that will kill the Ravager. That will kill the Pillagers. That will kill the Vindicators. And it could kill the Witches, but you're better off trying to kill the Witches yourself. I don't need another Pillager egg. See, it kills the Ravager. But what it does not do anything against is the Evokers. But the Evoker, if you have... And these arrows are enchanted. So let me get some just basic arrows. So basic arrows, and we'll spawn in an Evoker over here. Is that a one-shot? Power 5. One, 2, 1. What if we put flame on this thing? Would that kill him? I'm just trying to find a good bow that you would use against these guys. I think a flame bow, a power 5 flame 1 bow, would be the way to do it. Yep. You can kill him very quickly. Alright guys, so that's gonna conclude this live stream. This is the best village defense setup that you can do. So I'm gonna do a short live stream here in a second, showing just a short little video showing how you'd want to do it. Okay. So thanks for watching. This is all testing. I'm about to make the short video.